How's it going, everyone? Today, this shirt's not gonna work. Okay, good. No shirt noise, which is very important. Today, I would like to talk about using offset registers in your composition, your improvisation, and even if you're not interested in any of those two things, it can help you as a performer as well, because you can spot it in works that you're playing and it will help you memorize the passage and also add color to it and shape it in a way that makes sense musically. So if you follow my posts, you may have seen me playing around with this piece of mine called Little Fishy Upstream Swimming. It first started off with a partial improvisation using the synthesizer and another keyboard, and then it progressed into this little miniature that I recorded and posted onto YouTube. And now I am transcribing it to be played on either a piano, just one keyboard, or a synthesizer, but just one keyboard. All right, so if you follow me on Instagram, you probably remember this post where I played the beginning up here, and then I play it down here. Asked people's opinion about it. A lot of people said, start here and then end up down here, or vice versa. And then there were a few that said, why don't you combine the two? And that is what sparked my interest in all of this. It's something that I use a lot in other pieces of mine, but I didn't really think about it for this piece. But let me share with you all the solution I came up with. I first do start up here because I really like that kind of punchy nature of it. And then, for this one, I need to move the camera, otherwise it'll just get in the way. Okay, so that combines both registers. I simply took two notes, or one note at a time, and I switched the register over to be played up here. And I also altered the notes slightly just to add a little bit more variety, but let me show you note by note. All of these are as is. Instead of playing these two notes here, E flat G, I switch it to E flat F and play them up here. Then I bring this hand back to this register to play the F, and I bring it back here to play the E flat. So all of that together. Same principle for the next little bit. The only thing I changed here was to play this E flat at the end there, up here. Okay, so what if we applied those principles to a simple scale? Just 5 notes ascending up a C major scale. Let's take certain notes and just move them up a register. Let's start with D and G. So we're playing the rest of the notes down here. So D up here and G up here. Again. But the order is the same. C, D, E, F, G. Something like this can sound really beautiful in different contexts. Now let's do it sort of in reverse. Start up here and add some notes that are down here. So. You may have come up with this line in a completely different fashion, but thinking about it as C, D, E, F, G, starting from these 5 notes together, is an option that could be useful when you are composing. How about a chromatic scale? That sounds cool. Same thing, C, C sharp, D, E flat. By the way, this concept is pretty much the same as when you're taking a chord and you're playing inversions, because you're just taking that bottom note, in this case going upwards, and putting it up 1 octave. So now it's up here. This note is now up here, so on and so forth. Now with that in mind, a lot of times I start off with a chord, let's say just these simple 4 notes, G, B, D, E. Same notes, same thing. You get the point. So now, if you're not interested at all in composition or improvisation, this information may also be useful to you as a performer. Say that you are learning a piece of music, you have the score in front of you, you come across a certain passage that seems rather complicated, you hear the cohesiveness, but you don't quite understand what's going on. You may try condensing what you see on the page to form perhaps a smaller, more, like I said, condensed form of those pitches. And a lot of times you will find that it follows a certain pattern, whether it is a pattern of certain intervals or, like I just did, a pattern of chromatic scales or a certain type of scale. You see this all the time. This may help you just simplify again what you see on the page and play it in a way that clumps all of these pitches together, because now you understand that this makes up one section. So I hope that was interesting to you all, and I will see you very soon. Bye.